Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Garden State Film Festival 2025.
Yeah.
My name is Ming Chen.
CJ Cullen.
And we're joined by
Eric Ascalon.
Yes, noted, beloved board member, organizer.
Yeah.
None of this happens without
Another
Eric,
board, two more
leading the helm. You keep
Great
all of
bunch.
us together because we're all nuts all over the place. Eric's like,
keeps us grounded a little bit during the day.
Take a breath. We got it. Let's get to work. And,
Since we're here all day, keep us grounded so we don't go off the rails.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. If you could only see some of these email chains and even in the
You gotta
meetings,
delete the emails after
Yeah.
after you read them.
yeah. But listen, this is a great film festival. 23 years, man.
Yeah, that's
23
a long
years
time.
means you guys
Long
are
time.
means something's being done right.
We must
and
be doing something right.
Must be
here.
doing
Yeah,
something right.
yeah.
How long have you been involved?
I've been involved for now about a decade.
Wow. Okay, so that's over almost half of those
Half of
23
my
years.
life.
That's amazing.
Half your
Half your life. So Eric, I love the films here. They're screening all weekend. So if you're nearby, definitely jump on down and get tickets at the door here at the Berkeley. I love the films, but I love the film. I really love the filmmakers and the people, the actors.
I love talking to
the
them.
producers, everybody behind these amazing films.
We really are a filmmakers film festival.
Yes,
We're here
for
to
sure.
basically create a network and a place where filmmakers can really thrive
Yeah.
and meet each other with the audience and really integrate and discuss their next projects.
Yeah, and I have the whole.
We got a full house here.
Yeah, the whole house behind the film Beggarman. If you were watching about 3 weeks ago, you may have seen some of them. We live streamed from the Cranford Theater over at Doreen's house, I like to call it. But now we got everybody. Let's introduce everybody. Let's start over here with you. Can you please introduce yourself?
Yes, Frankie Montero. I'm the writer-director of Beggarman.
I'm Mac Grossman, head producer of Beggarman, and also a role in front of the camera as well.
Eddie Garcia Luna. I'm an associate producer, and I'm also acting in it too.
Amazing. Then we'll go over here.
Hi, I'm Ariel Salkowski. I'm a producer and assistant director on Beggarman.
Amazing.
And I'm Lenny Thomas. I am EP and star of Beggarman. Why does that feel weird to say?
What?
You know,
shouldn't.
EP
You've
and
earned
star.
it.
There you go.
You've earned
I
it,
still
man.
can't believe that this is my life. I'm watching me, watching you, watching. It's
Yeah. It's beautiful.
it's really crazy.
It's beautiful, isn't it? It's absolutely beautiful. That is awesome. Can you tell everybody about Beggarman?
Well, it's about an Iraq war veteran. He's homeless, living on the streets of New York City, and he discovers a suitcase full of money from the 1970s. And, from there, it just becomes a roller coaster ride where he's trying to get a new identity. I mean, obviously, I could imagine, spending years on the streets, being homeless, you're in quite a lot of debt. So he needs to approach, certain underworld characters to obviously get a new identity and fake paperwork and all that stuff. And it becomes a fight of survival, to escape.
It's amazing. What inspired Beggarman? What inspired you to write and create this?
Films from 1970s, New York 1970s, Taxi Driver and French Connection, even like Sidney Lumet, Brian De Palma too. A lot of people don't talk about Brian De Palma and his work is really, there's a lot of it, homages to his work in this film. So yeah, films like Dressed to Kill by Brian De Palma, Carlito's Way, and 90s filmmaking too. I just grew up, watching all these different decades of great films, and you just kind of try to pay homage to that, put your own identity on it as well, make it personal, and then take it from there.
Make a little neo-film noir-ish kind of in a way.
Yes, I love that. I love film noirs.
The last film was more.
Yeah. It was black and white, and I definitely have appreciation for that. I always watch a noir movie almost every night.
Yeah. So the subject matter, the plot: homeless Iraq war veteran, suitcase underworld. Is this something you have experience with? Was there a story
Coming in wearing a fedora. It's a gritty story. It's a trip. We're running through the city.
or was there
Or knew somebody. Maybe he knew somebody.
or did you
Might
read
have known
news stories like, oh man, I think I'm gonna.
Have you ever found a briefcase?
Can we
full
say
of
this on
cash?
camera?
So, well, actually, I did.
What had happened?
It was a couple. Well, listen, you. For me, I like to. I always talk about John Cassavetes, and like he told Scorsese, make your films more personal, and I think that's a big thing. So, to answer your question, grew up around basically a hood environment. I grew up around some wise guys, and I grew up just basically I wanted to put my New York into it. You know, I think that some people try to put like mob characters in it to make it cool and stuff like that. I just kind of put in the way that I saw them. It's very discreet. It's not really, I didn't want it to be over the top, you know, with that kind of stuff. You got to be careful. And so, yeah, it has that kind of element. The personal thing is 2016 or 17, I was doing gutting out an apartment, and I found an envelope full of money from like 1985. It was like maybe like almost like $4,000.
Oh yeah, it's not that's not no small change right there.
no, and it was pretty
When
crazy.
was this?
You
What
know,
year?
and,
Did I know you then?
And then didn't they start giving you a hard time at the bank when you were trying to change it?
Yeah, because this is in the film, you know, he goes to certain places, and you know, people are like, "What's with these old bills?" And so I had, you know, a lot of $100 bills from 1985, and so I started, you know, bringing them around. I was buying stuff, and people right away, especially now, they were just like, "These are fake bills." They're pulling out the marker, they're testing it, they're looking at me. There was a deli that I was frequenting at the time, and the guy told me, like, "Don't bring these bills anymore." You know, and he's like, even if they're real or not, you know, he's like, I don't want these. Yeah, and so I just put all that in. It just made Beggarman's experience a little bit more difficult. Some people, I guess, like, they didn't really understand that, but that was just my experience of having old bills in the present day. People just get sketched out. Even if you have like a brand new $100 bill now, I notice people right away take out the marker.
They do.
They're like, this might not be real. There's a lot of fraud going on.
Or if you hand the $2 bill to someone, they're like, what is this?
Not a lot of people use cash anymore.
Yeah. So how did you find your lead actor? Have you guys?
I love this story.
Was there a casting process? Have you been working together for a while? Like, how did you find your? So that's
Getting ready to talk.
You're ready. So that's how we cast you, huh?
He saw him on a show. Fell in love.
Yeah, as you play a major role, you carry the majority of the movie, so it's a very important casting process. How did you guys find each other?
Hotter, even with the door open, right?
So I was producing an independent film back in 2015, and we were looking for a certain type, and then the lead character was supposed to be a young black man from Queens. You know, he was going through a recent eviction, this, that, the third. I had met Lenny through another actor friend of mine, and we brought Lenny in to read for the lead role.
Yeah.
And I was just producing, so a friend of mine was directing it, and I could only, you know, persuade so far. It's the director's vision, you know. So basically, we had a lot of talented actors come in. Lenny blew us away. That's when I met him, and Lenny is a young black man from Queens. And I said, you know, and he killed it. I mean, like, you know, he was bringing the heat in the audition, and this was before, like, you know, he even like booked anything. You know, he was running and gunning, doing a lot of short films and stuff, and plays, and so I just was trying to fight for Lenny on that film. The director and I didn't see eye to eye. The director didn't want to give him the lead role, and kind of thought he was too pretty for the role. And I disagree.
Thank you, guy in this one.
So we showed him how pretty he is in this film.
It didn't take much.
So basically, long story short, though, I said back then, I was like, listen, I'm gonna make something for you, and you're going to be a lead one day in one of my films, and I know, because, I mean, you can carry it. And then I was like, you know, I can't do anything here. I can only go so far, but when I'm directing, I was like, I'm going to...
that's going to be my project.
That's cool.
For sure.
Kept your word, too.
He kept his word. This man has championed my career since we met. Like, seriously, if you're lucky, if you're in this game and you get someone who writes with you in mind, like... You hit the lotto. It doesn't matter where you end up in this industry, but if you have people who, like, if you can inspire someone to do that for you, and you better keep working with that person. This is what, the fourth thing we've done together, right?
Well, you guys believe in each other.
Oh my God, that's it, exactly.
I think it makes it easier being friends.
Yeah, you guys, you know, believe in each other too. You know, I mean, you know, Frankie acts too, and you know, you're always behind him, always, you know, pushing him to go, you know, and do it all, you know, and he's always writing something with you in mind, and yeah.
Match made in heaven, like seriously, dude. He was about to not be in the film. I had to put you on blast. But he was gonna cast the role of Marco to somebody else.
Beggarman.
And I was like, no, we have to have a scene together.
Yeah.
Everything we've done
Yeah.
together, we have a scene together. No,
Yeah.
you're not gonna know. No,
So
get your ass in this
we're
film.
us three are in a scene together.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
awesome.
All right, at your
Yes.
insistence.
Yeah.
So that's
Oh
all.
my goodness.
It was really cool.
Let's
Yeah.
do it again.
When are you guys?
Circle the
When
block.
is it
We're
playing?
gonna
The
do it
film
again.
playing?
Watch.
Yeah.
Today?
When and where?
It's playing at the Cranford Theater tonight.
Tonight.
6:15.
6:15
Oh, wow.
at the Great Cranford Theater.
Yep.
So you guys got to head right back up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
shoot back up.
Apparently
Yeah.
it's
That's
sold
an
out.
amazing venue.
Wow.
It's
It
an
is.
amazing
Great venue.
classic theater.
Yeah, I keep saying this over and over. Best popcorn in New
is.
Jersey.
It
We said
does.
this when
Really
you guys
good.
were there.
Really?
Man,
Good
oh,
sell.
We were there
Popcorn.
yesterday morning early.
And she appreciates it every time, right?
We had it for breakfast yesterday.
Yeah. How long have you been working with your production team? How long? Like, have you been working together for a while?
Seven years with
Okay.
with this crew. I've been doing it for about 14, but 7 years with this solid crew, and basically we all became a team by trying to get other people's projects off the ground. Some things panned out and some things didn't, and then basically we just banded together and started doing our own work, and that's we went from there.
So we met. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
We met doing Frankie's first feature film,
Yeah.
previous feature film called The Operation, which was that modern noir, black and white, kind of New York. It should be up soon as well. Keep an eye out for that.
We all acted.
We are all
Yeah.
in
Okay,
that.
cool.
So follow
You
Old
can see
York
some familiar
Pictures on
faces.
Instagram.
Yes.
And then I was hired just as an actor for then, and helped on the back end
Yeah.
with music rights, licensing, and stuff. And then
You
we
came into producing towards the end.
yeah,
of it.
towards the end of it, we hit it off, and then this project came around, and Lenny came around. Lenny's actually in the operation as well.
Yeah.
We won't
Yeah,
give
that's
anything
wild,
away,
yeah.
but we have a scene together. Doesn't end well, but
We do too, don't we have a scene together?
we do have a scene. We do have a scene together.
Yeah,
It's a
Lenny
good
has
movie.
quite a big role
It's a
in
good
that
movie
film for sure.
And then Frankie asked me if I wanted to learn more of the production side with this one, which I jumped at the chance. This was my first time head producing in like my film school. I say
Yeah.
every time because I'm an actor on the front end, and it was I'm extremely thankful for the opportunity and the learning and everything that comes with it. Being able to work with these guys and push them and get them places on time and do things and
He killed
I
it.
get
He
that.
killed it. What? Like seriously,
Yeah.
this first time doing this, and he oh my,
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
yeah.
The way there's always you're putting out fires on sets all day, every day. Like it's about.
was awesome.
Being a producer is like being a masochist. You have to. You're gonna get tortured, and you gotta like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So-
Show everyone your shirt.
Yeah, the
This is,
shirt.
your shirt. Here, come closer here. Actually,
Producer
Wow.
because
Producer, because freaking miracle worker is in an official title.
Yeah.
Which
Miracle
is,
workers.
Which,
exactly
if you
right.
produce or even known a producer, you know that's
and
true.
we were running.
for the last feature that I shot with the other people.
Where was the film shot?
I was the head producer.
Oh my gosh.
Film was shot mostly New York and New Jersey as well. We were
Running
running
and
and
gunning.
gunning on the subways.
trains.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was crazy. We did not. We did
How was
not
shooting on a
prepare for that.
train?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Great.
It was interesting.
It was great.
Interesting
It was
'cause
great.
we had a Sony Venice, which is a pretty big camera.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's noticeable.
And having it on sticks and trying to get
Yeah.
away with not getting.
Yeah.
Don't tell everybody. Don't tell everybody.
Say anything.
know,
Shut your
it's
mouth.
funny- it's funny
The
'cause
mayor's office is coming.
Somebody last night was like, oh, like that's great as long as like you don't have it on sticks, And
Yeah.
I was like, well, no, we went for sticks too.
Yeah.
Might have clamped the light
had
on the
to.
bar.
I had
Yeah,
to. I was like,
to,
just
yeah.
sneak this. Some of the scenes we shot at 3-4 in the morning.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was the difficult thing with that was. We were stuck at Coney Island for like an hour
Right.
because the trains only
Yeah,
run
yep, yeah,
so
yeah.
long.
Certain,
so
yeah.
so we're just sitting there and trying to keep everyone from falling asleep, and then
People not
the-
moving out of the shot.
Yeah.
Remember one guy who
Yeah.
was
Oh my
sir,
gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
Wait,
it
Sir,
was.
please, we're just trying to get this one shot.
Yeah, but you're in their house at that point,
Yeah.
man.
Crazy stuff
Exactly.
you see
Yeah.
at 3
You
in
know,
the morning.
and we're going in there with this huge camera and stuff. I mean, luckily, a lot of people looked at it like, oh, it's some stupid news thing, and a lot of people, like in New York, you could be wearing nothing or have the craziest outfit on, doing people just keep going. So,
Yeah.
me and my New York, and I was like the camera. Hopefully, no one tries to steal it. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, the
And,
whole
just
time.
kind of watching the
That's an
characters.
$80,000 camera.
We shot in Jersey as well, Jersey City and Secaucus, some scenes.
Yeah.
We got to get that old school feel.
Yeah.
And we came to.
Found a really good old school social club in
Yeah, it
Jersey
was
City.
great.
Yeah.
perfect.
I love
Yeah.
Jersey City. It's my second home. I love
Yeah,
it there.
That's right. That's right.
I was born in Jersey City.
My wife's
Yeah.
from Jersey City.
That's amazing. And
Chill
how was your how was your experience producing this?
So it was interesting.
Okay.
It was definitely a lot of hard work. You know, we were doing like everything ourselves.
Right, as you do in
so,
indie
yeah,
film, yeah.
exactly. And I got experience on the first movie. You know, that was my first time ever producing, ever assistant directing. So it was a little bit easier this time. You know, we had a little bit more help, and but we're still producing now. You know, it really never ends. We're still doing paperwork. We're getting distribution out there and stuff, so people just realize how really long it takes. This is like 3 years later and stuff.
She was answering calls like 24/7.
Yeah, people calling me 3 a.m. making call sheets at 4 a.m.
Oh, yeah. Gotta get them up by like 6, 7 a.m.
It doesn't end. But I'm very proud of it and stuff. And yeah,
that's amazing. So did you get distribution? Are you
Yes,
looking for distribution?
We
Nice.
very, very honored. We got distribution by Buffalo 8. They picked up the film, and we're with them right now. And pretty much
pushing.
like
It'll be out.
they're pushing it, and I think we're starting the beginning of something really special with them.
Yeah.
I know that they hinted towards doing something else with this team and Lenny and I, and I have another script for him, and thriller, and it's crime, and it's on the road though. It's not New York, but yeah, we found a home at Buffalo 8, and we're excited to see what happens this year and releasing the film.
yeah, it was awesome because we got the distribution deal before we even got accepted to any film festival.
Oh, wow, okay.
So,
That's all. That's great.
yeah. So they saw it, and
Yeah.
So
So whatever
that was
anybody says
exciting.
about like
yeah.
the formula, just
Yeah.
there's
No formula.
Do
Get
your
it.
thing.
Make your film.
Everybody's
And
own journey.
Make
Yeah.
your film. After that, worry about
Do
it.
you have a few more festivals after this before the distribution, or is this kind of it?
Talking about it, but like Lenny didn't think it made much sense. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but
Oh
I'm
yeah,
open
let
to
everyone
whatever.
see it on
Well,
after
it's just because
distributed.
why do you go to a film festival? They say, right, to get distribution.
Yes.
You need
Yeah.
an aggregator
Yeah.
or something to that
Yeah,
effect.
you got that.
We already
so
have it.
You
So
got
do-
it.
Do you keep doing it? I don't know.
But you guys
We
are
have
great.
to talk.
Garden State Film Festival.
And
to meet
also,
other people. to work
exactly.
with.
Yeah. You guys
This is
are-
where
you
you.
guys-
This is where
This
you.
is home.
This is where you test it.
home.
And festivals is where you
Test
test
it.
it. Screenings is where you test it, right?
Yeah.
And we know we have something great, and Buffalo 8 comes in and confirms
Confirms
that for
it.
us.
Yeah.
So it's like it would just cost too much on our side to keep popping into
Right.
because film festivals, it's a political game, you know what I mean? It's who you know and who knows who knows you and blah blah blah, right? I would rather let's take this show on the road, you know what I mean, and get it in some theaters
And
right?
do the next one.
and then get it distributed
do the
and
next
then
one.
do the next one. You know what I
I
mean?
think this festival was just to say, like we did put it through a festival run for a year, and we're ending it with a great film festival. This was a great
Yes.
experience,
Yes.
and it's huge in my eyes, and so that's really where we're at. I mean, I think that there was some things that came into play with political stuff in the film and everything, but you can't compromise your art, and I mean, of course I would have liked it to get into more film festivals, and people ask me that, but this one is huge enough, and it's such a tremendous honor. So I think we're good from here, and we're pretty much looking forward to the next one.
Yeah.
Well, we're grateful for having you guys here
it's
and
been
for being
means a
part of
blast.
it. Yeah.
Seriously,
That's awesome.
really means a
Yeah,
lot.
for sure. I love seeing it at all the events as well.
Yeah,
You guys
we're around
definitely
a lot.
get
Now
out
they
there,
got to
which
go
is
up
cool.
and see a full theater of people
Yep,
watching their
yeah,
film.
full
so-
theater, which is awesome.
Exciting. I mean, a real movie theater, and
Yeah.
and one with such history like the Cranford Theater. I mean, I geek out over it. So
That's awesome. Great luck up there.
Talk to Doreen about maybe doing another premiere there. Maybe.
Oh yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, I'm sure she'd.
yeah, we'd love to have you guys.
We want to do one in Atlanta for Lenny because
Yep.
of the show
Yeah.
he was on. You
Yeah.
should speak to that.
Yeah.
By the way.
That's a good point.
So Lenny was on Ruthless.
Yep.
Yes, I was on Tyler Perry's Ruthless. Well, I don't want to ruin it for people, but
It's out already.
I think it's been ruined. Yeah,
Yeah,
my
it's
character was just nixed off
Yeah,
the show
yeah,
like a few weeks ago, and
Yeah.
the timing of this is actually perfect.
Yeah, because you get to be down here.
exactly right, and
Awesome.
also like they want to see what I'm up to next.
You
And
can
now-
start your movie career.
Yeah.
Exactly, bang,
Yeah.
let's go. In fact,
go.
I love TV, but I always wanted to be in films.
Yeah, but
always,
now-
always.
now you
always.
are, so it's
know what I'm
awesome,
saying?
my friend.
Yeah, thank you.
It's awesome. So 6 p.m. Cranford Theater tonight.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Welcome, guys, and
Yeah.
congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
It's
So
really
Yeah, it's
cool.
pretty rare that you got distribution already. So congrats.
Thanks.
very
But-
grateful.
But,
very grateful.
but
seriously.
yeah, definitely check it out. I think most of us haven't seen it yet, so this is your chance to tell everyone you saw it before it blew up. So that's pretty awesome. That's
Thank you.
that's
We can't
a-
tell people to get tickets because it's already sold out.
It's
So.
sold out.
We gotta run it back.
Follow us on
We'll let you know when it's on streaming
Yep.
and
Yeah.
where to stream it. And yes,
Yeah,
so stay
might be some
tuned.
scalpers outside. I don't know. I don't know. But that'd
Some
be-
people sitting on
No,
laps.
the big things. Follow us on socials. Old York Pictures.
Old York.
BeggarmanMovie.com.
Yep, you got it. Old York Pictures.
Old York Pictures.
Awesome.
Standing room
BeggarmanMovie.com.
only.
We have Insta. We have TikTok coming. We have everything coming shortly. And then we'll be blasting out the next project shortly.
Fantastic. All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. GSFF.org.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Eric.
for
Thank
having
you,
us.
CJ. Thank you,
man.
guys. We'll be streaming.
Here comes the camera.
Ed Shin is here. He's got to take a. I'll keep talking until you whip your camera
Yeah.
out.
Hey now.
But yeah. Hey, oh.
There goes let him go. It's fast. Ed.
Oh, he's got a long lens on that thing.
Oh yeah, look how big that thing is.
Eddie,
All
whip
right.
that camera out.
Here he is.
Whip
Here
that
he
thing
is.
out.
That's not
All
a
right.
flash.
Everyone look at Ed. Everyone look at Ed. Yeah, everyone look at Ed.
Oh,
Everyone look. There we go.
There you go. All right.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. GSFF.org. Stay tuned. We'll be streaming all day. We'll see you guys in a second.
Thanks for having us.